Hey guys, so here I am to do my pregnancy update video. This video is gonna be a little bit different. I don't even know how to say it, but yeah, it's pretty much gonna be about 3-4 weeks together. My last pregnancy update video was at weeks 19, and today I actually turned 24 weeks, but I'm updating you guys from 20 weeks to 23 weeks. So yeah, 4 weeks. So I had a doctor's appointment, I believe at 20 weeks or 21 weeks, somewhere around there. I completely forgot. I did write some stuff down here, so I am going to be looking down here to update you guys. So this is basically from 20 to 21 weeks, everything I went through. And then I'll have the symptoms for 22 weeks, and then whatever I felt this past week for 23 weeks. So yeah, my doctor's appointment went pretty well. They gave me the results from the TN or NT scan or something like that. They combined two tests that they do, one in the first trimester and I think one in the beginning of the second trimester. So yeah, they gave me the results and everything is perfectly fine. The baby is healthy as can be. And so yeah, I am very thankful to God for that. I also lost a pound. I think at 17 weeks or 16 weeks I had a doctor's appointment and I weighed 147 then, and then at this appointment, which was 21 weeks, I weighed 146. So I lost a pound. In the beginning of my pregnancy I was 154, so I've lost a couple pounds, but nothing to worry about because everything measured just fine. The baby's measuring just perfectly fine. It was measuring just at 21 weeks, and then also my belly, you know, when they measure with the measuring tape or something like that, it measures just right how it should be. So everything's going great. My doctor doesn't have any worries for my pregnancy or anything like that. The baby's heartbeat was at 154 at that appointment. And let's see, so yeah, they scheduled me for my next doctor's appointment, which is next week on April 2nd. I'm gonna be doing my 1-hour glucose test then, so hopefully everything's okay, because I have been eating a lot of sweets. Like I think since 22 weeks I've been craving sweets like crazy. Like I want everything sweets, I want chocolate a lot, and it's just so bad. Like I can't control it very much. Because I really want it, and I'm like, what the heck, it's just today, and then the next day I'll do the same thing. But yeah, I have to have a little bit more self-control because I don't want to have any complications or just get that extra fat that I don't need just from eating, you know, too many sweets. So yeah, anyways, I also have been having a lot of personal stress, lots of mood swings, just a whole lot of stuff going on. There's just a million things going on in my life right now in this month of March, and I kind of explained a little bit of what's going on my update, which is the previous video from this one, so you guys could go ahead and watch that video if you guys want to know a little bit more. But yeah, I've just been going through a lot, and it's been really hard because, you know, I'm halfway there. I'm growing, and just having to go through certain things is just really hard. But God is giving me the strength and the patience that I need to be able to go through all that and still at the same time, you know, going through pregnancy. I've had a little bit of more energy around those 21 weeks. I started feeling baby movements a whole lot more, a whole lot stronger, and very more consistently. Also, I've been feeling more pregnant when I walk, if that makes sense. You know, in the beginning you just don't feel too pregnant, you know, your belly is not that big, but you know, halfway pregnant you do start feeling a little bit more fuller, and I just do feel a lot more pregnant now that I walk. I haven't had much of an appetite. I think a lot has to do with my weight, you know, because I get full really fast and I just don't have much of a big appetite. Now it has changed at 23 weeks, but for 21 weeks I just didn't really have much of an appetite. I puked once. I was really sick, I think the 21 weeks, and I had a pretty bad cough, and so yeah, I had a pretty bad cough. We literally got all sick here in the first 2 weeks of March as well, and I actually got sick pretty bad. The last time that I got sick I think was in my first trimester, and it was only for 2 days, but this time it did hit me for a whole week, and it was so bad. Like I had so bad the cold. And anyway, so I had a cough, and it was this morning. I had ate a cereal, and you know, I had that dry cough, so my husband was next to me, obviously, in the morning, and it was early in the morning. Like, I got up to eat a cereal, and I coughed, and it kind of sounded like I had gagged or something. So he mentioned, so he started with his comments, you know, like, oh, you're gonna puke, you're gonna puke. And over here, me, you know, I have a pretty good self-control to, like, not puke when you have to puke. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but, like, you know, when you have to puke, and then you just control it with your mind, you know, like, I'm not gonna puke, I'm not gonna puke, and you just control your mind, you try to think of something else and breathe, and, you know, you don't end up puking. So I have a pretty strong ability for that. So yeah, but that time I felt I couldn't. My husband kept saying that stuff, so it kind of just wasn't letting me control my mind or something. I don't know, or maybe it's just me. I don't know, but yeah, I had to run to the bathroom and I puked. And the last time that I puked was when I was changing a poop diaper when I was babysitting. I'm not babysitting anymore, but when I was babysitting, I did puke once because of a poop diaper explosion, and yeah, it was pretty bad. So I've only puked twice from this pregnancy. I've had gagged and I had morning sickness pretty bad in the first couple weeks, but no, not as bad to puke, or at least not for me. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much what happened at 21 weeks. So around 22 weeks, pretty much craving things like sweets, stuff like that. I've had a lot of more random kicks since then. Like, I've been feeling the baby kick a whole lot more throughout the day. In the beginning, before 21, from 21 weeks and before, I've only felt the baby move like in the bottom of my stomach, something like that, and pretty much only at night. And after like 22 weeks, I started feeling the baby more different hours of the day, like when I would sit down or when I would get up and even be standing sometimes, just start feeling the baby move. So that was kind of new to me because I had only started to feel the baby only at night or in the morning when I was in bed. But then I just all of a sudden started feeling the baby move more throughout the day, different hours of the day. So I was like, okay, this is gonna get very consistent now. Baby is definitely growing and getting a lot stronger. So I really am very happy for that, because, you know, I can feel the baby move every day now, and just know and have that feeling that, you know, everything's going great, the baby's okay, and it's getting a lot stronger. And I'm so happy and grateful. I love the feeling feeling the baby move. I've actually recorded the baby moving and I have a video for you guys. But also for 22 weeks, I had really bad swelling, like on my feet. Right now I have it sometimes like on my hands, like kind of like when I'm standing up and like my hands down, like sometimes I could feel this pressure on them and it feels like swelling and they feel like huge and fat. But my feet were really bad at 22 weeks, and my hands too, but my feet especially, like they will get really fat and they will get really swollen and they will hurt actually. So yeah, I don't know why that happened, but it kind of went away for 23 weeks. So yeah, I don't know what was going on there. And moving on to 23 weeks. For 23 weeks, pretty much has been most of the symptoms the same. Like I said, the baby movements have been pretty strong, very consistent, and it's been very enjoyable actually. I've been trying to record the baby moving. I've been trying to have my husband feel the baby move. So yeah, I just pretty much been feeling the baby move, and I just feel so happy to be feeling that again, because I missed it so much after Gracie was born, and I just pretty much been waiting for this moment for a really long time, since I got pregnant. So I'm very happy. I'm actually at this point of my pregnancy where I could feel the baby move, and I don't know, it just feels crazy to say I'm halfway now. Like literally, I'm 24 weeks now, but you know, I always update you guys in the previous weeks, but yeah, I'm halfway, a little bit more than halfway now, and it's just crazy, guys. Like, I can't even believe it. I can't even imagine that it's literally roughly around 16 weeks, 15 weeks from now, I'm gonna have this baby, and it just feels like crazy. Like, I'm starting to get scared in a way. I've always had those fears, but even more now, because, you know, I'm getting closer of, you know, going through labor and everything. That has always been my biggest fear, and not really labor, but mostly like the pain, I think. More like getting the epidural, and more like, you know, when it's gonna happen, or what day, or throughout the day or through the night. You know, will my husband be home to take me to the hospital? With Gracie, I was so blessed. It was on a Saturday, actually, Saturday night, and we were home, and you know, I was able to get the stuff that I needed, and it was actually a week ahead. She was born at 39 weeks, and you know, I was able to go to the hospital, drop off the kids to my in-laws, and just we still had to put gas, and that was kind of like not in our plan, but you know, it happened, and I'm just grateful that, you know, he was able to be with me that day that it happened, and he was home and not at work, because he does work an hour away from where we live. So yeah, I'm pretty nervous on thinking, you know, is he gonna be around, or what's gonna happen, or how's it gonna happen. I don't know, it's just all these mixed emotions, feelings, and thoughts, and I start getting scared. And about the epidural, I am so scared. Honestly, I'm more scared to get the epidural than actually push the baby out. I don't know why, but it's just something that like frightens me so bad. I just feel like it's the worst thing about having a baby, like, you know, having to go through the epidural. And some of you guys could say, well, just go natural, or just don't get it, or just use another method or whatever, but I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. I think I do, but then again, I don't have a high tolerance for pain, so I don't know. I really don't know. I'm scared to say I don't want it and then, you know, regret it because I really need it at that time, or I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just have very, very mixed feelings about that situation. So yeah, those fears are literally hunting me right now, but I try to remind myself that it's gonna be okay. Everybody else goes through this, and I went through it already. I know exactly what I'm gonna go through. I'm just gonna go ahead and pray and leave it all to God's hands, you know, that everything goes well, that when I have this baby, everything goes very smoothly, and that the baby is healthy, that I'm okay, and that I'm just gonna be looking forward to that moment of holding my baby. And I just can't wait for that moment. Honestly, I can't wait to hold my baby. I think that's pretty much it for 23 weeks. Like I said, it was pretty much everything that happened at the previous weeks. Nothing pretty much different other than me getting bigger, feeding the baby move a lot more. I have gotten a little bit more of an appetite. Just those normal things, you know. I haven't had anything bad happen. Only today though, only today I did have pretty back pain, like only on one side though. On this side, on my right side over here, I did feel pretty bad back pain, and I think it's because I overdid it. I did clean my garage today. I did have help, but I was doing a lot of stuff and lifting some boxes, not heavy boxes, but just boxes that has a couple stuff, and they weren't heavy, but you know, they were boxes. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I kind of overdid it. You know, I was cleaning for like 2 hours the garage, and when I got back in the house, like a half an hour later, I started getting really bad back pain on my right side, and it was just very consistent for like about 5-10 minutes, and then it just kind of went away. But yeah, it was pretty bad, and I just promised myself that I wasn't gonna do that again. I'm gonna try to clean and do whatever I have to do, but you know, take my breaks, sit down, and just remember that I'm pregnant and I can't do everything the same as I used to when before I was pregnant. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I don't even know how long it's gonna be because I'm talking about 4 weeks, but I'm gonna try to do it as short as I can, or at least 15 minutes. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my belly now. This is gonna be a belly shot for 23 weeks. Alright guys, so this is how my belly looks from the side, and then this is how it looks from the front, and how it looks from the other side.